Welcome to the Bookworm Duo, where we explore a variety of books, from captivating narratives to insightful guides. Join us for discussions and summaries, sharing our thoughts and takeaways. Let's get reading. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Photo Reading Whole Mind System by Paul Scheele. You shared this book with me, and
Yeah.
it looks fascinating. It claims to unlock a revolutionary approach to reading by tapping into the power of your whole mind,
Yeah.
even the non-conscious parts.
Yeah, it is a bold concept. It promises to accelerate your reading speed and comprehension beyond kind of what we traditionally
Yeah.
think is possible.
The book actually claims you could absorb information
Oh, wow.
at a rate exceeding a page per second. That's what
I-
Scheele says is achievable with his photo reading technique.
That's incredible. To understand how he even suggests that's possible,
Yeah.
we need to look at how Scheele views traditional reading methods, right?
Yeah.
He sees them as linear
Mhm.
and inefficient, limiting both speed and comprehension.
Okay, so he's challenging the way most of us have learned to read.
Right.
What does he propose instead?
So Scheele believes the key lies in tapping into the power of the right hemisphere of the brain.
Okay.
He argues it holds untapped potential for faster, more holistic information absorption.
That's interesting. So instead of just logically processing words one after another,
Right.
it's about engaging a different part of the brain.
Exactly. It's about leveraging the right brain's capacity for processing visual information,
Okay.
intuition, and creative thinking to enhance the reading process.
How does he propose we do that? The book outlines a 5-step system, right?
Yes. Prepare, preview, photo read, activate, and rapid read.
Okay.
Each step builds upon the last, guiding you toward this accelerated way of reading and comprehending information.
Okay, let's unpack these steps. First up, prepare.
Okay.
What does that entail?
So Scheele emphasizes the importance of achieving a relaxed yet alert state of mind, similar to the state children experience when they're deeply engaged in play.
So it's not about tensely trying to cram information,
Right.
but being in a receptive state.
Exactly. He even introduces a technique called the tangerine technique
Oh.
to help achieve this state. Imagine a tangerine balanced on the back of your head. It's a visualization exercise
Interesting.
aimed at fixing your attention while promoting relaxation and alertness.
It sounds a little out there,
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
it helps create that ideal mental state, maybe it's worth a try.
Right.
What about the next step, preview?
Previewing is about creating a mental framework.
Okay.
So Scheele suggests surveying the material, picking out key trigger words,
Okay.
and defining your goals for reading. This helps prime your non-conscious mind
Right.
to absorb information more effectively.
So it's like giving your brain a roadmap before you start driving.
Yes. By previewing, you're essentially telling your brain what to look for,
Okay.
making the process of absorbing information more targeted and efficient.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to the heart of the system.
Yeah.
Photo reading.
Cuff?
This is where things get really intriguing.
Yeah. So photo reading is the core technique, and it involves using soft gaze,
Okay.
or what he calls photo focus, to mentally photograph pages at a rapid rate. The idea is to take in the whole page without focusing on individual words.
Wait, so you're not actually reading the words?
Not in the traditional sense. Scheele describes it as seeing the blip page, a phantom image that appears between the crease lines of an open book when you soften your gaze, and look slightly past the actual text.
That sounds almost like a magic trick.
Yeah.
Does he explain how this is even possible?
He connects it to how our peripheral vision works, right? We're constantly unconsciously processing vast amounts of visual information without directly focusing on it.
Right.
Photo reading, according to Scheele, taps into this capacity.
Yeah.
He provides visual exercises to develop this soft gaze, claiming you can eventually read 25,000 words per minute.
25,000 words per minute. That's mind-boggling. But if you're not focusing on the words,
Right.
how do you understand what you've read?
That brings us to the fourth step, activate.
Okay.
This is where we bridge the gap between conscious and non-conscious processing.
Okay.
It's about bringing the information you've supposedly absorbed subconsciously
Right.
into your conscious awareness.
Okay, so this is where the actual learning takes place.
Yes. Scheele suggests techniques like post-viewing, where you revisit the material with a specific purpose in mind. Super reading, which is essentially skimming to pick up key points, and dipping, where you selectively read portions that pique your interest.
So it's a multi-layered process. You're not
Yeah.
just passively absorbing everything.
Right.
You're actively engaging with the material
Yeah.
to make sense of it.
Exactly. It's a dynamic interplay between your conscious and non-conscious mind,
Right.
designed to accelerate both reading speed and comprehension.
That leads us to the final step.
Yeah.
Rapid read. What does this entail?
This step builds upon the previous ones.
Okay.
You're now reading the text in a more traditional sense, but with a flexible pace guided by your understanding of the material.
So you're not just reading at a constant speed,
Yeah,
but adjusting based on the complexity of the content.
precisely. You might slow down for complex information
Okay.
and speed up for familiar concepts.
Okay.
It's about efficiently navigating the text based on the understanding you've developed through the previous steps.
This entire system definitely challenges conventional notions about reading.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how it addresses the skepticism
Yeah.
that's bound to come with claims as bold as reading 25,000 words per minute.
So Shield acknowledges that skepticism is natural.
Okay.
He encourages readers to embrace challenges and transform frustration into curiosity.
Okay.
He even introduces an approach called NOPS.
Okay.
Notice, own, play, and stay to overcome learning anxieties.
NOPS. Tell me more about that.
It's a mindset shift.
Okay.
Instead of getting stuck in negative thoughts like, I can't do this,
Right.
you notice the resistance,
Mhm.
acknowledge it, playfully experiment with the techniques, and stay with the process even when it feels challenging.
It's about reframing those doubts as opportunities for growth.
Exactly. And throughout the book, Shield shares anecdotes and success stories from other photo readers, demonstrating the system's real-world impact.
Real-life examples can be very convincing.
Yeah.
What kind of stories does he share?
He highlights stories of professionals applying the technique to technical manuals, business reports, even foreign language dictionaries, with surprisingly positive results.
Wow.
He also talks about people using it for personal growth,
Right.
like internalizing concepts from self-help books.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It suggests that photo reading is not just a party trick for speed readers,
Right.
but a versatile tool for learning in various contexts.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder how this technique can be applied beyond reading books,
Right.
and whether it truly lives up to its ambitious claims.
There's certainly a lot to explore in this system. One of the most intriguing aspects of the book, I think, is how Shell dedicates a whole chapter to syntopic reading,
Syntopic reading.
Yeah.
That sounds like a man-up word. What is it?
It's a method for getting the most out of reading multiple books on the same subject,
Oh, okay.
which, could be incredibly useful for research or anyone trying to, really deeply understand a specific topic.
So how does it work? Does it involve photo reading?
It does. First, you define your purpose for reading and create a bibliography of relevant books.
Okay.
Then, on the same day, ideally the day before you want to really dig into the information, you photo read all those books.
Wow, that's a lot of photo reading.
Right?
What's the idea behind doing it all at once?
It's about priming your mind with all that information from various perspectives, right? Before you consciously start analyzing it. Then you move on to more traditional methods, like mind mapping, super reading key passages, summarizing in your own words, and even creating arguments or essays based on what you've absorbed.
So it's a combination of accelerated learning techniques
Right.
and more traditional study methods.
Exactly. You use photo reading for efficient information gathering, and then you employ those other techniques to organize and synthesize the knowledge you've gained.
That's a really interesting approach. I'm also curious about how he applies the 80-20 rule
Oh, yeah.
or the Pareto principle to reading.
Yes. Shield suggests focusing on the 20% of a book that provides the most value.
Which would be?
Things like the table of contents, chapter introductions and conclusions, bolded text, that sort of thing. This is especially important during the previewing stage.
So it's about being strategic and focusing your attention on the most, information-dense parts of the material.
Exactly. It's about maximizing your time and effort by prioritizing the elements that will give you the biggest return on your reading investment.
Shilayo also shares a lot of real-life examples throughout the book.
He does.
To illustrate how people have actually used photo reading. effectively.
Yes, and these examples really help to
Yeah.
ground the concepts and make them feel more relatable.
Like the story about the insurance salesman
Oh, yeah?
who was struggling to learn a complex new insurance system.
Right.
He photo-read the manual and was amazed at how he could recall information he needed during
Yeah.
sales presentations.
It's a powerful example of how engaging the non-conscious mind
Yeah.
through photo reading can unlock knowledge that might otherwise remain inaccessible.
He also talks about students excelling in their studies,
Right.
the business professionals using it to stay ahead of the curve, and even writers
Yeah.
enhancing their creativity.
The diversity of these examples emphasizes how photo reading can be applied to a wide range of learning situations. It's not limited
Right.
to any specific field or subject matter.
She also stresses that the skills you develop through photo reading go beyond simply reading books.
Yeah.
You can use them for learning anything new,
Yeah.
skills,
Yeah.
technical information,
Yeah.
personal development concepts, and so on.
It's about adopting a new approach to learning itself, one that leverages the power of your whole mind.
And he provides a lot of guidance on overcoming the challenges and
Yeah.
frustrations that might come up along the way.
Yes, he addresses skepticism,
Okay.
time management issues, and even those pesky gremlins,
Okay.
those negative thoughts and doubts.
Those gremlins are all too familiar.
Yeah.
How does he suggest we deal with them?
He offers this playful yet insightful approach called NOPS.
Okay.
Notice, own, play, and stay.
Yeah.
You notice the negative feeling, acknowledge it, play with it,
Okay.
and stay with it until it transforms.
Into something more constructive.
It's about turning those negative feelings into opportunities for growth.
Exactly. Sheil emphasizes that mastering photo reading takes time and practice.
Okay.
It's not a quick fix,
Right.
but a journey of self-discovery and continuous improvement.
He also encourages readers to find support
Oh, yeah.
by joining photo reading groups and sharing experiences.
That sense of community can be so valuable,
Yeah.
especially when you're exploring unconventional learning methods, right?
Right.
It can provide encouragement, motivation, and a space to share challenges and successes.
I also found Sheil's personal story really compelling.
Mhm.
He talks about how he stumbled upon the concept of photo reading
Right.
after struggling with his own reading challenges.
Yes, he was a slow reader in his youth,
Yeah.
and it was a chance encounter with a speed reading program
Okay.
in graduate school that sparked his interest in accelerated learning.
It's inspiring to hear that the creator of this system,
Didn't start out as a naturally gifted reader.
it shows that limitations can be overcome with the right approach and a willingness to explore new possibilities.
Right.
It makes the idea of photo reading more attainable,
Right.
for those who might doubt their own reading abilities.
He also weaves his personal experiences throughout the book,
Right.
sharing anecdotes and insights that make it feel less like a textbook
Yeah.
and more like a conversation with a passionate mentor.
And ultimately, he sees photo reading as much more
Yeah.
than just a way to read faster.
Yeah.
He believes it's about unlocking our natural brilliance,
Right.
accessing the full potential of our minds,
Mhm.
and becoming more effective learners.
It's a holistic approach to learning,
Right.
integrating the conscious and non-conscious mind, embracing intuition,
Yeah.
and fostering a playful curiosity.
And while the claim of reading 25,000 words per minute
Right.
has been met with skepticism,
Yeah.
there's no denying that photo reading offers a thought-provoking approach to learning that's worth exploring.
It challenges our conventional assumptions about how we read and learn,
Right, yeah.
urging us to consider the untapped potential of our minds.
Even if we don't achieve those extraordinary speeds, the core principles like engaging the non-conscious mind,
Yeah.
visualization, integrating different learning modalities,
Yeah.
these are intriguing
Ne-
concepts.
Especially considering there's growing scientific research
Right.
supporting the role of the non-conscious mind in learning and the benefits of techniques like visualization.
So even if we set aside the debate about reading speed,
Okay.
photo reading offers valuable tools and techniques that can enhance
Okay.
reading comprehension, speed, and overall learning effectiveness.
It's about expanding our toolkit
Yeah.
and discovering what works best for us.
And Sheil places a strong emphasis
Right.
on mindset and attitude.
That's so important.
Yeah.
What aspects of mindset does he focus on?
He highlights the importance of openness to new possibilities, right? Approaching learning with playfulness and curiosity,
Yeah.
and cultivating a belief in your ability to learn and grow.
It's about shifting from a fixed mindset
Right.
to the growth mindset,
Right.
where we see challenges as opportunities for learning and development.
Yes. He offers techniques like affirmations and reframing negative thoughts
Okay.
to help cultivate this growth mindset.
He also stresses that photo reading isn't a magic bullet. It requires practice,
Right.
patience, and a commitment to continuous improvement.
It's a journey, not a destination.
And it's a journey best undertaken
Right.
with clear purpose and goals.
Mm.
She emphasizes the importance of connecting your learning goals
Yeah.
to your personal and professional aspirations.
Purpose-driven learning is always more effective. It helps maintain motivation and focus.
He even provides guidance on setting SMART goals for your reading,
Mm.
breaking down complex tasks,
Yeah.
and tracking progress to stay motivated.
These are practical strategies
Right,
that can
right.
be applied to any learning endeavor.
It's not just photo reading.
And he encourages readers to be patient with themselves, allowing for mistakes
Mhm.
and setbacks. He shares his own experiences with setbacks,
Yeah.
showing that learning is not always linear.
It's reassuring to know that even the creator of this system
Yeah.
encountered challenges.
He encourages viewing those challenges as opportunities for growth,
Yeah.
not roadblocks.
It's a powerful mindset shift.
Mm.
It's about recognizing that setbacks are a natural part
Yeah.
of the learning process and
Yeah.
using them to learn and grow.
And he reminds us to celebrate successes no matter how small
Right.
to stay motivated.
Yeah.
Sheila's book is more than just a guide to photo reading. It's full of practical advice and insightful reflections on learning, personal growth, and achieving your full potential.
It's a reminder that learning is not just about acquiring information,
Yeah.
but about transforming ourselves, broadening our horizons,
Right.
and living richer, more fulfilling lives.
Yeah.
And whether or not you believe in reading 25,000 words per minute,
Right.
photo reading offers a unique and thought-provoking approach to learning
It does.
that's definitely worth exploring.
It's an invitation to challenge our assumptions about how we read and learn,
Yeah.
and to tap into the untapped potential that might be waiting within us.
He suggests that by embracing the principles of photo reading, engaging our whole mind, harnessing visualization,
Mm-hmm.
and cultivating a growth mindset,
Yeah.
we can become more effective, efficient, and joyful learners.
It's a message of empowerment,
Yeah.
reminding us that we all have the capacity for accelerated learning,
Right.
and that tools like photo reading can help us unlock that potential.
You know, one thing that really struck me was
Yeah.
how practical Seal's guidance is.
Mhm.
It's not just about these abstract concepts.
Right.
He offers specific tips and techniques
Mm-hmm.
to make photo reading accessible.
Absolutely. He really breaks it down,
Yeah.
making it feel less intimidating and more like something you can actually try.
For example, he suggests using photo reading to read this book itself. He lays out plans for different reading levels,
Okay.
like a 25-minute overview,
Right.
a 30-minute absorption of core concepts,
Mm-hmm.
or a full 45 to 90-minute deep dive.
That's so meta.
Right. He also includes visual cues throughout the book,
Okay.
like read bullets icons,
Oh, okay.
which mean you should focus only on the key bullet points.
Those cues provide immediate practical applications of the techniques as you're learning them.
Right.
It's like having a guide right there on the page with you.
He even talks about the importance of posture while photo reading,
Oh, okay.
recommending sitting upright with the book at a 45-degree angle.
It makes sense, right? Proper posture can help with focus and alertness, aligning with that relaxed yet alert state he emphasizes.
And he suggests maintaining a steady rhythm while flipping pages,
Okay.
even using rhythmic breathing or chanting to help stay focused.
Those techniques are often used in meditation and mindfulness practices.
Right.
It's interesting how he incorporates those elements of mindfulness into photo reading.
It emphasizes that photo reading is not just about speed.
Right.
It's about creating a focused and receptive state of mind.
Exactly. And he makes it clear that the goal isn't to become a robot
Right.
rigidly following every instruction.
Right.
It's about finding what works for you,
Right.
adapting the techniques to your own learning style and preferences.
He encourages experimentation and personalization,
Yeah.
reminding us that learning should be an individual journey.
To further inspire readers, he includes motivational quotes from other authors and thinkers who believe in the power of accelerated learning and whole mind thinking.
Quotes can be powerful reminders.
Yeah.
especially when they come from people we admire.
Right.
They offer encouragement and validation as we step outside our comfort zones.
And he doesn't just rely on theory and inspiration.
Yeah.
He includes testimonials from real people who have successfully used photo reading to achieve amazing results.
Testimonials add that human element,
Yeah.
making the concept feel more tangible and achievable.
Right.
It's one thing to hear about potential.
Mm-hmm.
It's another to hear stories from people who have actually experienced it.
He shares a story about a student who used photo reading to write a paper that earned the highest marks her professor had given in his 20 years of teaching.
That's incredible. It speaks to the potential of photo reading,
Right.
even if some of the claims sound a bit out there.
Right. And through it all, Shial emphasizes the joy of learning, right? He wants readers to rediscover that childlike wonder and enthusiasm for exploring new ideas.
It's easy to lose sight of that as we get older,
Right.
bogged down with responsibilities and routines.
Yeah.
Shial reminds us that learning should be an adventure, not a chore.
He believes photo reading can be a catalyst for that rediscovery. It's a tool that can break us free from the limitations of traditional reading, opening up new worlds of knowledge and understanding.
So even if you're skeptical about reading at 25,000 words per minute, the photo reading whole mind system offers a fascinating and potentially valuable approach to learning.
Absolutely.
It encourages us to think differently about how we read and to tap into the untapped potential of our minds.
If you're looking to enhance your reading skills, learn more efficiently, and possibly even rediscover the joy of learning, I highly recommend giving Paul Shiel's The Photo Reading Whole Mind System a try.
That's all for this episode of the Bookworm Duo. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And don't forget to leave a review and share this episode with a friend.